All right, here we are. About that time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the evening hours of Two Witnesses Live. I'm your host, Watchful. Tonight we're watching and hopefully going to see a blood moon. It's a 95% total, well, 95% lunar eclipse. I don't think you can call it a total lunar eclipse. But it's going to pass through the umbra of the earth and hopefully turn red. What are the implications of that? Well, that's what we aim to figure out. I don't think much. If anything, it might be an indication of the great and terrible day of the Lord. Scripture does tell us that the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give her light. The moon will be turned to blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord. We could be looking at that. That's what this could be. You know, we were looking back in on the 12th, August 12th, we were looking at maybe that solar eclipse was the opening of seal number 5, but maybe it's a combination of the solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, marking the opening of seal number 5. There are certainly a lot of things that are going on around the world right now, that's for sure. Got a couple of views here to watch. I like this gentleman. He's using gear that I've actually been researching to buy myself. It does a hell of a job.
I'm really happy with all the telescopes right now. They're all doing really, really good. That's the time lapse. This is the live visual. This is the imaging one, which is going to look weird for you guys. But they're doing pretty good. Moon.
Alrighty. We haven't done one of these live broadcasts in a while. I kind of like these. I apologize if you clicked on the notify bell thinking you were going to watch video about Melania Trump. So there's this weird thing that happens in Rumble Studio. So if you guys don't know, I use Rumble Studio to do my multi-streaming because it's free and it's way better than anything that's out there. But if you go to set up your stream and you forget to hit the save button and then you go to schedule the event, it will use the previous thumbnail, title, and description. And so hence that's why you guys might have been thinking you were watching me do a story about the leaking of Melania's schedule. No, that took place earlier this afternoon. This is the watching the live lunar eclipse. Maybe watching it turn into a blood moon. Let's check out this song. So this is the song I made just in case. Just in case. This is the sun turning to sun turning black and the moon turning to blood before the great and awesome day of the Lord, Joel 2:31. Also Matthew 24:31 and Revelation 6:14. So it's in a couple of places. But I wrote this song just in case. It seems appropriate. It does seem appropriate for right now. When you look at the timeline right here, like we are right here. So if this is, so there should be a blood moon right here, but because it's a partial lunar eclipse, it's not an actual blood moon. That's why it's not here. That's why I'm skeptical about this one. But everybody's calling it a blood moon, and it is a 95% lunar eclipse, so we'll see. So if this does turn out to be a blood moon, then this would be the sun turning to darkness and the moon to blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord, or the great awesome day of the Lord, which would be this period of time until about here, then that would be probably closer to when the magnetic pole shift will flip. Because I've often wondered. So we watch these 1,260 days. We got a couple of them. One starting from the Alexa flood. One starting from when Donald Trump and Elon Musk started working together. We could be looking at the Great Tribulation lasting all the way up until right there. There's good reason to believe that too. There's good reason to believe because there would be time that would explain there's some time in here. So what that would do is that would put like seal 7 there, seal 6 there. Although if the magnetic pole rotates, I would almost think that it would probably be something like that. I don't know. We'll put that there. Who knows? All we can do is sit back and watch. But while we do that, we can listen to a little music.
The sun turns into darkness, the moon is turned to blood. The heavens shake, the mountains break before that awesome day. The kings of earth hide all their names. They cry, you rocks, fall down. Hide us from him upon the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour no man can delay. Hide if you want when the sky turns red. The king is coming to judge what was said. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour the proud fall away. Bow or be broken, the sentence is sealed. The hidden is open, the harvest revealed. The moon wears blood like a sign in the night. The stars lose their stations and fall from their heights. The proud build their towers of iron and glass. Now all of that glory is sinking like ash. A remnant still lifts up a trembling song, not because they are fearless, because they belong. The warning was written on tablet and scroll. The day does not bargain, the day takes its toll. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour no man can delay. Hide if you want when the sky turns red. The king is coming to judge what was said. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour the proud fall away. Bow or be broken, the sentence is sealed. The hidden is open. The harvest revealed. Withdrawn, who will remain when the veil is gone? Who will remain? Who will remain? Who will remain? This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour no man can delay. Hide fight if you want when the sky turns red. The king is coming to judge what was said. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour the proud fall away. Bow or be broken, the sentence is sealed, the hidden is open. The harvest revealed. Dum, 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 dum. The sun turns dark. Dum, 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 dum. The moon into blood. Before that awesome day. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum.
That one turned out pretty good. I like it. Pretty good jams, if I do say so myself. One of these days, I'm going to have to switch genres over to a cappella or, I don't know, probably not country. Maybe country? I really have to be in the mood for country. It's just something about that alternative, the heavy metal vocals, the hard-hitting drums that are just super motivating, especially when you're talking about end-time events. Like, you just want to scream to the sky. Your redemption draws near, you know? Yeah. Heavy metal is where it's at. Methinks. What's the other guys? What's the other astrophotography guy we usually watch? See, there's the Melania. That was what was showing earlier. What is it? It's Astro. Let's do Let's see, Astro. I'm trying to remember the one guy that we watch a lot. You would think he's doing. He does a lot of the 3-eye Atlas stuff. This guy, Rays. Is he not doing a blood moon? There he is. We'll watch his too when he comes on. 6 p.m. What? Did he think he was setting it for 8 and accidentally put it for 6? He might have. It is a new era, that's for sure. Rays Astrophotography, thank you. In multiple states and cities inside the USA, probably nuclear. Yeah, I am wholeheartedly expecting some kind of nuclear escalation at some point in the next 2 years. It wouldn't surprise me if it's not sudden and unexpected. Probably after some peace talks, just because that would be convenient for when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. So I could see a nuclear attack. I mean, like, how obvious is it with Trump demanding that Iran will not have a nuclear weapon? Like, that is like a common mantra that you're hearing on a regular basis. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. It's just like there's got to be something behind it that we don't know. I mean, like, we know why they can't have a nuclear weapon. It's because they would use it. They constantly talk about, death to America, death to Israel. If they had, a massive weapon of destruction, they would use it. Hell, we've seen how they murder their own people, really for no reason. Like, they give reasons like a tweet, or you opened a door for an enemy of the state. Like, that's their reason. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, it could definitely be nuclear. It would not surprise me.
City. I was just in Flagstaff at Lowell Observatory not too long ago. Had a nice event up there. Morocco. Oh man, Memphis. How cool is this, guys? How cool is this?
Memphis.
We are at 11:16. Max eclipse is in under an hour, guys. 56 minutes till max eclipse.
Max eclipse. So when are these ones? That one's got clouds. This one says 44 minutes. I guess they are in different locations. This is where it should be most red, I believe. Stefan, where'd you go?
Galaxies.
Lots of clouds.
Well, states of 36 planets, actually.
Looks like he's got the best view. Ray, where are you at, man? You're late to the party.
That's so pretty.
That was funny timing.
I'm gonna.
You know how they in the South they say "bless your heart" when they really mean you're an idiot. We came up, our gaming guild came up with a similar phrase. That's so pretty. So it was pretty funny that he said that. So you call me stupid boy?
So pretty.
There it is again. Watching from Oklahoma. That's a good view. Astronomy.
Let's see. Let's throw the info banner up for a minute.
Detroit.
If you haven't already, you can. I have an astronomy club. I have a telescope buying guide on my website. The astronomy club is on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. I have a Discord. The invite to the Facebook group, Astronomy Club, and the Discord are in the description, along with my TikTok, Instagram accounts. If you want to follow those, you can click the links in the description. Dwarf Lab was here tonight. Said they said there's something larger and more powerful they're working on, and they're going to have more information tomorrow. But they did give me this one image that I was allowed to post tonight. That something larger, something more powerful.
Dwarf Labs
coming soon. I don't know what that is.
New telescope.
That's a weird shape, but I'm really excited for it. I love Dwarf Lab.
Yeah, I'm considering buying one of their remote control telescopes, which he's got a couple of them. I'm hoping he shows the images and tells us which one's which. I wish he had them labeled.
Feel like singing the Sailor Moon theme song? I don't even know what the Sailor Moon theme song is. Yeah, the purple line is here. I can get back over to that view.
Goshen. That one looks like one.
You see the purple line? The red on the dark top right. The purple line's like right in the middle there, crossing the moon.
Right there.
That's so pretty. The fringe. There are clouds in the area moving. I don't know. Oh, that's the wrong view. I have to go to this. A little bit of clouds in the area. Not too bad. So this is the portion not in shadow yet. And this is the portion in shadow. That is the red, the little purple line going on. It's pretty cool. So, what was that doing? You zoom in, you can see the purple a little bit better. Hopefully that purple's coming through on YouTube. Very pretty. Belize, hello. Tyreek told you. You guys know that content creator, Tyreek told you? He's always got beef with the planets and stuff. He's always like talking smack on them. But he goes to Belize a lot. California. Awesome, guys. Well,
So, looking at the blood moon. Blood moon, not blood moon. Let's look at the eclipse. Let's look at the time and date. Time and date eclipses. Blood moon, not blood moon. 2020 to 2029. So we are down here. 2029, 2026. So here we are right here. See, it's partial. It's technically a partial. It's not a total. There was a total back in March. So February, March, and then you got August. This could be a doubling. We talked about that a couple days ago, that anytime the Bible says something twice, it's meant to establish the thing. We learned that from the dream given to Pharaoh, and it was doubled to Pharaoh. In other words, he saw the dream twice because the matter was established. So it stands to reason that sun will be turned to black and the moon to blood, doubling it twice before the great and awesome day of the Lord. Because the next time that we have a solar eclipse and a blood moon is not till 2028. So this could be marking some kind of a period of time. Maybe this is great tribulation. We'll see. That's why we watch. I have no idea what's going to happen, but we watch to see.
a little bit noisy on that one. Looking
You're
good.
not late, Hizzy. We're just getting started. Hasn't happened yet. It's not going to happen for another 40 to 50 minutes. See, this guy says 43 minutes.
This is like
He says like about
this
50.
is like multitasking craziness right now. There's so many telescopes. I'm in heaven.
I wish he would tell us which models he's using. Here, I'll show you a couple of these ones I've been considering. One is the dwarf.
But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the dwarf mini on just that one portion. That is still lit on the lower left. Did I flip this one upside down or something? I think I did. No, I didn't. I think I flipped that one. That's what I did.
One of these little guys. See, so you got like this, which is a little tiny thing. So I got a battery in it. You can put it on a patio. You point it at something, and it'll sit there and follow it.
That's what I did.
So I'm curious
flip it.
if this is
I
the
flipped
dwarf
the zoom
mini.
in one. Why did I do that? I forget.
What was the other one? There's one more brand that's pretty cool. Smart.
Flip it back around. That might have been confusing.
C-Star S50. That's the other one. Is it?
There. Ooh, we're kind of losing the color a little bit. So I got to adjust some gain structure stuff. Let me adjust the gain.
So like this one here. This 50. This is another one that's pretty cool.
Oh, we got some clouds too.
Yeah. I've been shopping them. Thinking about getting them for all the watching of the stars we do.
Okay,
It'd be nice to have a telescope that we could remotely look at.
It's amazing. Man on the moon. It is becoming red right now. We also have clouds. Not a lot.
He reset his time.
Just a few. Oh, wrong. There we go. I got to go back to show the clouds. See, got a couple clouds coming in up there. They don't look too bad yet, but
yeah, depends on where you are in the world, Ted.
Happens.
27th if you're on this side of the globe, 28th if you're on the other side.
I think this is the view I want to stick with on here a little bit. Although we do have the rest of that one going. Can't see. How is ooh, the imaging is looking pretty wild. That might be just from the clouds though. Yeah, it's from the clouds. The clouds dimming this makes it even more like adjustments everywhere. Oh, you guys, I don't know if the clouds are going to come through, but if I do this like a little zoomed out on this one, can you see the clouds? Oh, you can't quite see them. I can see them on the control device.
I can see the moon better now.
Yeah, it's wiping out the
11:28 a.m. Jeez, where are
a
you?
little bit.
Ted, you're on the other side of the world.
What happened here? So it's clouds.
Still no Ray. Dude. So disappointed in Ray.
Yeah, clouds are.
He's not going to come on until right before.
Get out of here, clouds.
He probably thinks he's streaming. He probably
If
thought
I
he
get
hit the
clouded
stream
out,
button.
I'm going to be so sad. Let me go see.
Why does this one keep losing the live?
Yeah. Oh, they don't go on forever. What we got is
Spain's
a
not
chunk
seeing
of clouds
barely
coming
anything
through right now. I'll get the sky cam up on it a little bit better so we can monitor.
Clouds just said, "Oh hell no, Shanghai." Wow, okay. Is it the 28th where you're at, or is it the 27th? I would imagine it's the 28th.
Right.
In South Padre Island.
Yeah.
Outside.
There he is.
Yeah. Tell me when you guys can hear me okay? Yes. I wanted to make sure I'm here, so.
I was wondering. 8:30. It's 8:30 my time.
I hear you fine. Okay, very good.
I'm on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm actually in the.
Okay, you've got the worst picture by far so far.
I don't have a whole lot of control on what's going on right now. I'm using literally like 2 laptops, and I wish I could I'll take some pictures right now, and I'll show you some pictures later on.
Yeah, it's the 27th here too.
It is just chaos. So this is one of the Airbnb properties, and we are we just drove here almost like 4 hours, I would say.
Oh, is he not at home with his big telescope?
Close to 4 hours we drove to get here, and what you are seeing now is, I mean, this is my probably 8th or 9th blood moon that I'm showing you guys. I'm doing excellent. Thank you for asking. No, we drove to South Padre because we got clouded out. I do wanted to see the moon, blood moon live. Okay, so I brought in my telescopes to the island. This is the south of Texas. We are in South Padre Island right now, and I mean, at least the idea was to see it live while this is going on. I mean, by the time we came here, it was late, and you know, I do wanted to show you guys what is going on. So you can see yeah, thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for Christina. Thank you. I think we can all have a little bit of peace of mind later. I'm literally sitting outside.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, he's just watching this one.
There is a private deck they have. I ran the cables from inside. What you are seeing is like on one laptop I connected, no problem. I will take as much as possible the live pictures for you guys. This is literally live in the sense like I'm watching this live for you guys, so you'll be excited to see what I'm doing here. So
this one right here, Chuck's astrophotography does not want to stay live.
Trying to take at least some pictures with my cell phone.
There you go.
Showing you guys. Got a hair dryer because this is ocean. So the thing that I believe it's good that I did this, because next time when it happens, I know what to do, where to stay. I need a couple of places like these getaway places to. Thank you. This is. I can zoom in for you guys. I would have done a lot more work, guys. Definitely, this is something that I patched it together so that I'm not really not going live as we speak. That's why I went live. I wasn't planning to go live, but I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to show you guys everything that I can present. I hope I'm coming okay on the live. Okay, I can see you live now. Cool. Yeah, I myself, I don't know where I am. I mean, literally, on the software is running on the computer where my camera is, so I won't even venture out opening the camera. But I'm not shy. I just need to make sure.
I hope he
this thing is
focuses
going
it.
To, let me see if I can show you guys where I am. I don't know. Yeah, it's very difficult.
OBS.
Yeah,
I don't like OBS. OBS,
very
while it is
so
super powerful, is really a pain
like
in the
this
butt
for
to
now.
use.
I think I'll show you guys later. Yeah, no clouds, which is really good. That's why we drove
that's
this
good.
far, right? We drove all the way here to make sure we see this live as much as we can. But it does come with a baggage of trouble, because this is ocean, like, which is important. So it is going to like make your cameras, telescope, mirrors, everything fog. Sorry you had to run from the clouds. I know, right? I have everything lined up, but I don't have a way to show you. So I drove 4.5 hours from Austin, Texas to Port Aransas, support RN.
You know, the main thing that I have an issue with OBS is audio is so difficult. You have to install a routing driver to route audio, which I wish they would build that into OBS. All other platforms do it automatically. Ecamm, Meld, what are some of the other ones? Even the knockoff of OBS, they've even sorted out their sound problems. But OBS, and maybe this is primarily on a Mac, but I think you have to do it on a Windows machine too. I have to install like custom audio routing software, and it just makes audio suck. So that's one big gripe I have with OBS. Yeah, you can do a lot of things. You know, with it being open source, there's a lot of plugins, there's a lot of add-ons. It is pretty cool. But I use Meld, which is it's a gaming streaming platform, but they built it natively and for Mac because that's what I use primarily all day for work. And I have zero problems with it. Audio is just flawless. I could do so many things with audio. There's all the right plugins that I need to do audio. I can even do fancy stuff on the screen if I really wanted to. If you guys wanted, like, I don't know, fancy widgets. Text. I don't need text. Delete layer. What we got? We got like all these widgets. We've got spotlights, confetti, chat, activity, snowfall, wheel spin, goals, confetti. You can do stopwatches, progress bars. I mean, like, it's a full-blown... Ooh, we can even do screen draw. Whoa. We'll have to play with that sometime. That could be cool. I'll leave that there just to play with that sometime. Who knew? Yeah. But I'm really happy with Meld. My setup is Meld with Rumble Studio.
Coming out of the clouds. All right, let's.
He's got the best view so far. Like, if you're looking for a blood moon, his looks like a blood moon.
Look at that, guys.
Ray, I'm sorry, but your setup sucks.
Wow. That is amazing.
Chuck's is doing all right. I think he's getting more of the eclipse.
Yo, we got some clear skies for a little bit. It is 11:38 right now. Max eclipse is at 12:12, and I think we're gonna get max eclipse. I think, what is that? 22. Wait, what time is it? Wait, times 22 plus 12 is 34 minutes. I don't think we're gonna get clouded out in the next 34 minutes. Let me let my eyes adjust. There is a batch of clouds coming, but it doesn't look that big. It doesn't look that bad. It might hit us, but it's not much. It's smaller than that last batch we just went through. But we got clear skies right now for at least 15, 20 minutes. This is awesome. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. All right, let's see what the other telescopes are all doing. Let's check in with the other ones.
Dude, you got the best view so far.
Okay. This one, I think I want to...
That one I think is the
drop
dwarf
that gain
mini.
down a little bit.
It's not showing
Open
the
that
red.
shutter more.
Cool.
It's
the twinkling of an eye. It does look like it looks like a
that one's
blink.
coming through a little bit. Okay.
But the eyeball's upside down.
That one's coming through.
The eyelid is at the bottom.
That one's looking really cool. But that one, I mean, on here, it's gonna not look as great. You can almost see the color on that one. But I like this one right now, so we're gonna stick with this one.
That one is very
zoomed
cool.
in.
I want to know what he's using for that view. That's the
And I'm gonna have to keep
that's
moving
the
it.
smart telescope I want to get. I wish he would tell us what it is.
Because it's not tracking.
Dude, Ray,
I can put it on tracking though now.
this
that the
is
clouds
not
are
good.
gone.
I wonder if he knows. Ray, let's see.
Get rid of joystick. Tap. Oh, I can. Stand by, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to use this. The smart track isn't working. Oh, maybe I need to stop that. Now I can smart track. Got it. Okay. It does. It what? Okay.
We lost it. We had the best view, and now we lost it.
I'm gonna figure out what that was doing because I lost it. It just had a mind of its own there. It is weird because you got like super high exposures going on this. That's why I think
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look at
having
it.
trouble with the
where I'm at.
Some of the smart track features. Is it going to freak out again? It freaked out again. What is it doing? Okay. Oh, we're just going to let it drift on that one, so at least we can see it. Hold on. I'll have it up in just a second.
Can't even see it.
It's just like,
I'm in the middle. I'm surrounded by
it
trees,
just takes
unfortunately.
off into some random direction.
I'd have to walk out into our field probably to see it, which is about it's too far to walk. He's in Pennsylvania. Ray is in Texas. Oh, Ray finally started fixing his. Nice. Probably realized he was broadcasting a light, not the moon. This guy, I don't know where he is.
Found it. Oh, get back here.
We've got one from Spain. This is what it looks like in Spain. Stefan Burns. I don't know where Stefan Burns is. He's in the Pacific Daylight, so he's on the West Coast. This is Orlando. Ray, come on, dude.
It is at least going to give you guys an idea of
where'd that cloud come from.
I would expect Ray to have the best view. He's got some pretty fancy telescopes. This one right here, if this is the one I think it is, the Dwarf Mini, dude, it's only like $400. Like this thing. If that's the one that he's using for this view, it's like $400. I can't see the name in the app. Can you guys see the name in the app anywhere? It looks like the Dwarf menu. Could be the C Star too. Could be that one.
See how the focus does on this? Focus is always so weird. I don't know if it likes it. Well, that's not too bad. I think it got a good focus on it. What do you guys think?
That is the best view out of everybody. Dude, Ray,
I
come
think that's a
on, man.
decent focus on it.
That is
Ooh,
terrible.
I don't know. A lot happening right now. Let's do manual. Taking control.
Yeah, we
I did a manual focus. I think the manual focus did better. Yeah. Okay. There. Whee! Near totality, guys. Or near totality, I should say. How we doing? We're making things happen. We're making things happen here tonight. Be sure to share this out. Make sure to like and sub, guys. Like the live and subscribe for more space and live astronomy content. I go live frequently. The sun, the moon, the stars, and the planets. I love to do big lives like this with the eclipses and big celestial events.
Yeah, subscribe to mine too.
Sometimes I do auroras. Sometimes I do meteor showers. If you like that kind of thing, and just
to the
hanging
Two
out
Witnesses
outdoors,
Live.
checking out the night sky, you should subscribe to me. And I'm going to put the banners running across.
I am subscribed to him, just not on this account because this is my AI gaming account. So I don't like to mess up the algorithm, which I'm probably messing it all up by having all of these. Yeah, I'm going to be getting astronomy, photography in my feed now. I'm going to have to clear that out.
Boom. It spits out what I recommend for you. If you would like to know what I'm using here tonight, all the gear is listed in the description below, as well as the invites to things like the Astronomy Club and the Discord and stuff like that. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on all the big platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm on Red Note, and I think there's some other ones, but those are the big ones. But yeah, like and sub, guys. Like and sub. We got the lunar eclipse tonight. Got the lunar eclipse. I like how I can do this. I just go wah. I do that, and then it goes, and then it moves. Right? See? Yep, it moved.
Yeah, but which telescope is that? That's what I want to know.
See if we can. Now it's.
I want to know which
moves
telescope. Because I could
Because
put a telescope
cool.
out in my
I like
field, and we could watch stuff like the
Moroccan.
Aurora Borealis.
Should I go to Morocco
down
for the total solar eclipse next August? Give me a purple heart in the chat if you want me to come to Morocco. All right, because we're debating on the location to go, whether it's up in Spain or down in Africa and northern Morocco. I mean, there's some good things, but Gibraltar up in Spain, everything's already sold out. So like I'm looking northern Morocco. So purple hearts in chat if you want to join me in Morocco for the total solar eclipse next year. We're going to have between 6 and 7 minutes of totality for that. It's going to be crazy. Right now, this is a live view of our full moon having a nearly total lunar eclipse tonight. And it is looking sweet in the sky. I don't know if this camera's picking it up. No, it's not picking it up. I need to go to the wide view. Let's see if our wide view camera is even picking this up. Ooh, kinda. I mean, ish. It's like a little dot, you know? I don't know. It's kind of picking it up. A little bit of clouds going on. The imaging camera's doing pretty good. It's looking sweet, you know.
Yeah.
Let's get you over here again. Just go that way. I'm having way too much fun with that. It's like a joystick. You just kind of move the screen on the phone and it just jumps over. Because this isn't tracking. The best view is manual. I'm just doing manual, letting it drift. That drifting you're seeing is Earth's rotation, and that red on the moon right there. Okay, you see all that red? Do you know what that is?
The umbra.
That is sunlight bending around Earth's atmosphere. All right, and the red is scattered onto the moon. But technically, every sunrise and sunset on Earth is being projected onto the moon right now. Is that red? Because that's the shadow portion.
Yeah, I've actually been, for probably the last 2 months, that's what the moon looks like to me when it's down close to the horizon. So I've been seeing blood moons almost every day.
By the sun, but Earth's shadow is the rest of the moon right now, and that red color is coming from basically every sunrise and sunset on Earth simultaneously. How romantic is that? You know what I mean? I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you've got the best view, my
but be
friend.
sure to like.
Chuck
and
has the next
subscribe.
best.
We're about to have a blood red moon.
Only thing I
now
can
this
figure
is 96%. It's not 100% totality, but look how cool this is. Come on now. People were like, it's not a total if it's not 100. It's like, yeah, but like, look.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I mean, that's why I'm
think
watching
it's
it.
super
He's
cool.
he's got a good point. It's like
It's very
technically
romantic, right, Asham? Yeah.
Technically, it's not
I
a
saw
blood
a lot
moon,
of Purple Hearts.
but it's so darn close that, you know,
It's close. I don't know.
from a
I don't know.
biblical
It's
perspective,
getting close. What
I
time
think
is
it counts.
It is 11:53. Max eclipse is at 12:12. We're getting close. 19 minutes to max, guys. I think we're going to leave this view up as the main view for this portion. And it is drifting. So let me just keep sliding that over. All right, there we go. Slid over. Bought us a little bit of time. All right, I'll be right back. It's so pretty. I got to go just like enjoy this for a minute because I get so wrapped up in doing telescope stuff, I forget to take a minute and just go look up. So I'm going to go do that. And if you can see the moon right now, go outside and look up. All right. I'll be right back.
I should probably at some point go walk over into my field. See what Ray's got to say. Well, he's took it down.
I would go back to the other view. I think that's a lot more safer.
I wonder if it's just cloudy where he is.
What I'm trying to attempt was at least to show you guys the live view of how the moon is looking. Let me see if I can show you guys differently. See if I can access my through my
The moon is
cell phone.
fake. You think so?
See if that is the better way to do it.
Well, I mean, I'm full-hearted. I'm willing to believe the whole simulation theory. So, if you think it's fake, do you think it's fake because we're living in a simulation? Like, do you think we're the product of a computer, or do you think we're plugged into a computer of some kind, like the Matrix? You know, I think you could make I would probably believe that before I would believe like the flat Earth or that the moon is fake, like it's some kind of Death Star type of sphere that was like made by some ancient aliens or something like that. or that it was like a projection in the sky. Like what was that show? If I don't see it, good morning, good evening, and good night. The Truman Show. Yeah. So do you think it's like the Truman Show? Where it's like there's just a ceiling so far up there and there's just like a fake moon? No, I tend to believe that the Earth is real. It's round. The universe is as big as they say it is. But obviously, we're not astronauts. We're not in spacecraft traveling. All we have to go on is the word of people who claim to be authorities, which is the same problem you have with religion. It's like, who do you believe? Everybody thinks they're right. But based on what I can see from evidence of round things in outer space, everything's round. Based on my travels, I've been far enough above the Earth to see the rotation go down over the horizon. I don't know. I'm inclined to believe that the Earth is really what we think it is. I just think we probably don't have a real concept of just how large it is.
It looks epic, guys.
And I think the moon's real.
It looks so epic.
But I could be convinced that we are living in a simulation.
Looks so cool.
Because there's definitely a lot of weird things that do
Be
happen.
sure to like and sub, guys. Welcome in. It's your first time here. Hi.
If we
I'm
don't
Nick.
live,
nice to meet you.
if
Let
we
me know where you're tuning in from.
If we don't live in a simulation, the spiritual realm, there's definitely things that we don't understand. With like the spiritual realm, quantum mechanics, those kind of things. I've been thinking a lot lately about, how in the Garden of Eden, God told Adam not to eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And then soon after that, Eve is deceived. The ground is cursed for their sake. And then in Genesis 4, that's when Cain kills his brother. And God tells him, your brother, the voice of your brother cries out from the earth. Is it because of the evil on the earth and the massive amount of death, the souls, are they going into the earth? Is there something to that? Is that why the voice cries out from the earth? I was just thinking about that because I was watching we have a video that's going kind of viral right now, the collapse of the earth. And in that video, I review, we comment on another video which has the Last Days Symphony model, where they go through and give their biblically how they see things happening in the end days. Which I respond to that video and I update it with things that we've observed. There's a lot of things that seem to be true in that video, and I update it with a lot of like the magnetic pole shift and things that we've learned since the Revelation 12 sign. But one of the things that he makes this point of the energy filling up in the earth. Maybe there's something to that, I think there's strong evidence that because of the rotation of the earth, the magnetic poles, like there's sufficient evidence to form a theory anyway, that what happened with the flood that wiped out evil on the earth, is that the North Pole rotated from the equator up to the North Pole. That caused the earth to be in a situation to where we don't live as long as they used to because of the way the atmosphere works. Now we only live 125 years. And it'd be interesting is to put plants that grow thorns into a hyperbaric chamber, because they put snakes into a hyperbaric chamber, and the results were mind-boggling. Their venom became healing instead of venomous. Be interesting to put plants that grow thorns into a hyperbaric chamber to see if they still grow thorns, because that was part of the curse. The ground will yield thorns.
And I'm pushing it. It does something. It's doing something. That's pretty.
No bad
As long
theories.
as it's in frame, I'm happy.
No bad theories before your bedtime.
I wish I could. Ooh, I can. I can do this. There we go.
No, I'm getting ready to put all of this stuff together in a concise order of events of what could have happened, because I really do believe that we're waiting for the magnetic pole shift. That the curse, the things that are happening from the book of
Friends and family
Revelation
in here now. Share the live to them.
the things that are happening now from the book of Revelation are the curse going throughout the whole earth. And it's going into the homes of the thieves and the purgers, like it says in Zechariah 5. And that's going to continue until the magnetic pole shift. So it's so interesting, you know, every day getting on here and watching what's happening in the world. And we really should be looking at it through that lens of the curse that goes into the home of the thieves and the purgers. Because that seems to be, oddly enough, I don't know. I hate to say that seems to be who's most affected, but every time you hear somebody like big name die, you find out like they're like this big Satan worshiper. I don't know if it's so hard to believe, you know, it's so hard to know what to believe these days because everybody badmouths everybody. And we really shouldn't be doing that. We should not be looking for reasons to hate one another. We should be looking for reasons, common ground, to love one another. But I'm working on putting together a kind of like an animated video going through what happened in the garden all the way to what it caused with the earth rotating and stuff like that. The effect that it has had on mankind, because a lot of people wonder, you know, why are things the way they are? Why do bad things happen? Why do we die? Why do we get cancer? Why are there different races? And I think we could, if I can get it done right, I think we can do a really cool animated video illustrating these things.
I have 4, 5 different things going. I got a regular camera. I got dwarf mini. I got a traditional astrophotography setup, and I have a S50 Pro, and then I have a 12-inch Dobsonian. And the Dobsonian, I kind of want to go see what the Dobsonian's looking like. So give me just a second. I'm going to go look through it, see if it actually has anything
Just tell
neat.
us.
Because I never looked at a lunar eclipse through a big old 12-inch Dobsonian. Just saying, you know. I don't know if I'd be able to get a picture through this or not right now, but I do want to see it.
We're just getting scabs now. UFO. Where are the UFOs when you need them? I kind of want to go look at the moon too, but I don't want to leave you guys with dead air.
Yeah. Through the Dobsonian, it's mainly just the lit portion. You're not seeing a lot of that color at all. It's just kind of creepy looking. Did it not want to do that?
He's got the best view in the house.
Why is it? All right, let's go back to the joystick. There we go.
I wonder if he can't get it to track automatically because he's adjusted the settings for like the ISO to get that red color.
Yeah, the Dobsonian's not really giving me the red like you're seeing right here. It's like you see the lit portion really well, and then it's just like an earth shiny kind of look for the rest of it. This is by far the best view I've got going right now.
That's his audio, not mine.
Till Max Eclipse, guys, 6 minutes. Be sure to share this out to your friends. I think there's a star. Is that a star, or is that just my phone? I think there's a star.
All right, I'll be right back.
There's a star right there.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
The hell?
There's a star right next to it.
Huh. God did make it all. How can you not see the glory of
Beautiful.
the creator in all this? All right.
The Luna.
I'm going to go.
Luna. Everybody say, hey, Luna.
Hey, Luna. I'm going to go see if I can see it in the field. I might be like a minute.
So pretty.
Hopefully he fixes that audio.
Man, that looks so cool. It looks so cool. It's just like, I'm so happy. I live for this stuff. You guys like space? I hope you like space. If you do, you should like and sub. Like the live, subscribe, and share it out to your friends and family. We have 5 minutes until Max Eclipse. Only 5 minutes. What was that? Was that a bug? Oh, that was a bug by me. Yeah. Check, check. Can you hear me? Check, check. Sorry about my mic died. Let it charge back up. We're on the laptop mic now. I don't have time to mess around with mics. It'd be nice to move that freaking out of the way. I love the star. It's not quite coming through the live, but if I zoom in, you can see it right there. See that star? Two minutes till Max Eclipse. You did come just in time. My mic died right when when Max started there, huh? That's okay.
Ran all the way out there. No moon. All right, no moon. Well,
You guys are pretty awesome. Now you can probably hear all the peepers since there's probably no like noise, or maybe there is noise suppression or something on the laptop mic. I don't know. I know there was on the wireless. We had a little bit of clouds for a little bit.
the heck? Here we go.
I think it's gonna occult that star too. My whole oops, wrong way.
Poor Ray. "30 seconds. Here, we should have some music going for this part. Here we go. Let's get some awesome day going.
The sun turns into darkness, the moon is turned to blood. The heavens shake, the mountains break before that awesome day. The kings of earth hide all their names. They cry, you rocks, fall down. Hide us from him upon the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour no man can delay. Hide if you want when the sky turns red. The king is coming to judge what was said. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour the proud fall away. Bow or be broken, the sentence is sealed. The hidden is open, the harvest revealed. The moon wears blood like a sign in the night. The stars lose their stations and fall from their heights. The proud build their towers of iron and glass. Now all of that glory is sinking like ash. A remnant still lifts up a trembling song, not because they are fearless, because they belong. The warning was written on tablet and scroll. The day does not bargain, the day takes its toll. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour no man can delay. Hide if you want when the sky turns red. The king is coming to judge what was said. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour the proud fall away. Bow or be broken, the sentence is sealed. The hidden is open. The harvest revealed. When the light is withdrawn, who will remain when the veil is gone? Who will remain? Who great and the awesome day. This is the hour no man can delay. Hide if you want when the sky turns red. The king is coming to judge what was said. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour the proud fall away. Bow or be broken, the sentence is sealed, the hidden is open. The harvest revealed. Dum, 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 dum. The sun turns dark. Dum, 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 dum. The moon into blood. Before that awesome day. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum.
All right, one more time.
The sun turns into darkness, the moon is turned to blood. The heavens shake, the mountains break before that awesome day. Dum 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 dum. The kings of earth hide all their names. They cry, you rocks, fall down. Hide us from him upon the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour no man can delay. Hide if you want when the sky turns red. The king is coming to judge what was said. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour the proud fall away. Bow or be broken, the sentence is sealed, the hidden is open, the harvest revealed. The moon wears blood like a sign in the night. The stars lose their stations and fall from their heights. The proud build their towers of iron and glass. Now all of that glory is sinking like ash. A remnant still lifts up a trembling song, not because they are fearless, because they belong. The warning was written on tablet and scroll. The day does not bargain, the day takes its toll. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour no man can delay. Hide if you want when the sky turns red. The king is coming to judge what was said. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour the proud fall away. Bow or be broken, the sentence is sealed, the hidden is open. The harvest revealed. Who will remain when the light is withdrawn? Who will remain when the veil is gone? Who will remain?
Who will remain? Who will
remain? This is the great and the awesome
someday?
This is the hour no man can delay. Hide if you want when the sky turns red. The king is coming to judge what was said. This is the great and the awesome day. This is the hour the proud fall away. Bow or be broken, the sentence is sealed, the hidden is open. The harvest revealed. Dum, 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 dum. The sun turns dark. Dum, 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 dum. The moon into blood. Before that awesome day. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum.
Such a good song. Yes, that is my voice, for those who asked. I did not actually sing the song. What I did is I recorded my voice early in the morning because I have a very deep voice, almost subharmonic in the morning. I sang Amazing Grace. And then I trained a AI model with my voice, and that's what I used to generate our songs. So technically, it is trained on my voice, but it is not me singing it. Some of these songs, I don't know if you guys caught the episode where my daughter and I were practicing the heavy metal growl and the reverse singing. I would like to be able to sing some of these songs someday. I think it would be fun to actually put oxygen to sheet music, put my voice to sheet music, and actually sing them for real. But in order to do them at the pace that I do these things, because we generate a new song every single day. Well, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Seems to be the case. I seem to be inspired every day with something new to turn into music, and we've been on a roll, and we've had some real bangers, some really good songs. And I do publish them. They are actually available wherever you listen to music. If you just look for @I am watchful, you'll find everything that I have made. I typically listen to it on YouTube Music. If you have a premium subscription, you don't have to listen to the commercials. It is also on Spotify. Although Spotify is cracking down on any music that's generated with AI, so I don't know how long it will stay on Spotify. But I did just release an album yesterday called Patience of the Saints with 11 songs on it. So that should be hitting the stores any day now. Let me go see if the promotion link is available yet, because I can send that out to people so that they can find it. The promo link. No promo link yet. They just approved it this morning, so it's been distributing ever since. So it's live on Spotify. You can listen to Patience of the Saints on Spotify. It's not on Deezer yet. It's live on Apple Music. It's pending approval on YouTube Music. It's available on Tidal, iHeartRadio. It has not hit Pandora yet. It is on Audio Mac. It is on Amazon Music. Let's see. And then there's like hundreds more. Too many to count. So there's one called Anghami, AWA, iMusica, KKBox, Line Music, Audio Magic Fulfillment, Mdundo, NetEase, Cubuzz, GeoSaven, 7 Digital, Flow Music, Taobao, Zing MP3, Treble Music, Mixcloud, and more. So, yeah, that one's good. The Patience of the Saints, that was a one-hit wonder. We played that yesterday. I literally came in and generated the music, the lyrics off of, what did I generate that off of? So that was the last video in the series on responding to Dr. Todd Phillips, who had posted 109 questions that Christianity or Christians could not answer. So we took the liberty to, on behalf of Christians, which I consider myself a Christian, but what I consider qualifying to be a Christian is a little different than the average Christian, I believe. My stipulation to be called a Christian is anybody who follows Christ. That's who I think a Christian is. But other denominations would have you, you would have to be baptized. You would have to affirm the rituals that they include in their doctrines. There's plenty. Or say the words that they believe save you. Or believe the doctrine that whatever denomination they're with pushes. So there's different requirements for Christians. So I consider myself to be a Christian because I follow Christ. I do believe that Jesus is the Messiah, and I think that's enough. So we took the liberty to answer his 109 questions on behalf of those who follow Christ. I imagine there's probably a lot of Christians who don't agree with my answers. Well, that's fine. They can do that. They can disagree with me. I have no problem with that. That's the beauty of free will choice and freedom of speech, is we are all free to disagree with each other. I look at this from the things that I have experienced in my life, the things I believe God has taught me, and the things that just make sense. That's really what it comes down to. Is a lot like Elon, the way he approaches tackling problems. I tackle problems from a first principles perspective. That's how I get to the best understanding. Yeah. So the last episode that we did was called Knowing God, and based on what I covered, the answers that I answered in that video, the patience of the saints came out of that, and it was a real banger. I encourage you guys to go look on wherever it is that you listen to music and listen to that album. There's some really good songs in there, including Patience of the Saints. All right, let's turn this guy back on, see what he's saying.
Oh, hold on.
Well, there's lots of messiahs, Dina. Messiah just means anointed. But when I say Messiah, I think most people, when they say Messiah, are referring to Yeshua, referring to Jesus. But Messiah just means anointed. So anyone who's anointed is technically a Messiah. So you just have to qualify which Messiah you're referring to. Like the book of Leviticus is full of Messiahs because they were anointing people all the time. David was a Messiah. Solomon was a Messiah. Samuel was a Messiah. Daniel was a Messiah. You get it.
Really pretty. Really cool.
Yeah. Jesus Christ is coming very soon. I was hoping, and I still have high hopes for this year. But I got to be
very much a blood moon.
I got to be honest. I don't think it's going to be this year. I
It's
don't.
From Denmark. Hello.
Yeah.
The cats, I think they're...
Yeah, I don't. I really want it to be this year. Don't get me wrong. I really do. But the earth, so when you read Matthew 24, 21 through 31, and you read Revelation, which talks about when Christ returns, did you know that there are specific verses that tell you exactly when he returns? And it's not at the last trump. There is that one too, but there's actually specific celestial events that preclude when he comes. And that is the sun will turn to darkness and the moon will turn into blood before that great and terrible day of the Lord. But also, well, so the sun will turn to darkness and the moon will turn into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord. That's Joel 2:31. I'm almost thinking that is a sign before the great tribulation, which seems to be seal number 5. But I think it also happens again. The sun will turn into darkness and the moon will turn into blood when the magnetic poles are getting ready to shift and the earth rolls over. So if you look at the list of solar eclipses, so you got the sun turning to darkness, the moon into blood here. You are here. This is where we are right now. But that doesn't happen again until 2028. Sun will turn into darkness, the moon will turn into blood. This actually, is as much as I hate to admit it, fits better with the two witnesses. So here, that's the end of your 1,260 days, which happens to be July 3rd, 2028, sadly. So I hate admitting that. I hate that that is when it is, because I don't want to be here for another 2 years. I don't think anybody does. Who's looking for end time events. We want to be redeemed now. We want our white robes. I totally get why seal number 5 is how much longer, Lord. And they're told to wait just a little while longer. So I feel like we are at that point where we're being told to wait just a little longer. And that just a little longer is about 2 more years. Is it 2 years? It's actually almost like it's not 2 years. How long is it? So how long until 2028? So we're here. So we're at the end of 2026. So we're almost done with 2026. So it's all of 2027 and 7 months of 2028. So we're a year and 7 months away. That's what I believe is the case. But I do believe that certain things need to happen in that time. Specifically, Revelation 2 and 3, which is Jesus's instructions to the church for what he wants them to do before he returns. Did you know that there are instructions for what to do before he returns? Yeah. Read it. Read it tonight. Read Revelation 2 and 3. He addresses the 7 churches, and to a couple of them, he says, do this before I return. So I kind of get the feeling that that's probably what we're going to be doing over the next 1 year and 7 months, is figuring out how to apply that. Oh, did we hit pause? But I would not complain if he showed up.
Sunshine.
I would not complain
Sunshine.
if he showed up in the clouds with great power and glory tomorrow and gathered together his elect from the 4 corners. That would not hurt my feelings in the slightest. But there is some language in the Bible about the Great Tribulation, which I just don't think has happened yet. And that is specifically, for then there will be great tribulation, and there will be trouble such as there has never been on the earth before. Everything that's happened to date so far, we see all the time. You know, wars and conflicts, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes. There's a lot of things, like maybe not at the level. It's getting there. The things that are happening are getting there. There's definitely an escalation. And I just feel like we need more time for it to really play out and get to that point to where it's like, this is the Great Tribulation. And one of the reasons I think that's part of Seal 5 is the last part of Seal 5 talks about brothers and saints dying. Like, that's the thing that we're waiting on, is the number of people who are going to die needs to be completed. Which tracks, if the seals being opened up are the curse that goes throughout the whole earth. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. I'll go show you the scriptures. I'm not referring to the scriptures because I refer to them so often that most people who watch this channel are well aware of them. But in Zechariah 5, it's talking about the end time, and it talks about the curse. It talks about a scroll that's written on both sides. On one side is written the thieves, and the other side is the perjurers, those who take the Lord's name in vain. or those who swear falsely by his name, are written on that scroll. And what it's doing is it's going throughout the whole earth, going into the homes of the thieves and the perjurers. I believe that's the period of time that we're in right now. And the end of that is there's good evidence that there's a nuclear attack after that, because it talks about a container with a lead lid, which lead is often used in nuclear technology, radioactive technology. So it seems as though the opening of seals 1 through 5 is the curse going throughout the whole earth, and I believe that the end of 5 is very likely that great tribulation. And it seems like in order for something to fit the phrasing of something that's never happened before, that's so bad that has never happened before, to me that sounds like nuclear escalation or AI wars. It could be either. Like, have you guys heard of some of the scenarios of what would happen if 5 AIs got control of the military? Total annihilation, total world destruction. That to me is what I feel like we're kind of waiting for. So I think that's what this moon is probably indicating. And that might be what Joel 2:31 was referring to when he says the sun will turn to darkness and the moon into blood before that awesome day of the Lord. Because that might be what we're going into. The awesome day of the Lord. It can also be translated the terrible day of the Lord, which that is the phrasing in other places in the Bible. That great and terrible day is that could be the great tribulation. And that would put us, if that starts to happen, we'll know where we're at in the book of Revelation. We've got a pretty good clue of where we are. The last thing that was really concrete that told us where we are was the Al-Aqsa flood. That was very likely the opening of seal number 4, death followed by hell. So, we may still be in seal number 4, waiting for seal number 5, which is very likely nuclear. But it's also, there's waiting involved, because that's the first part of seal number 5, is the patience of the saints, because they're crying out, how much longer? We see it. It's so close. We can feel it. It's so close we can taste it. And they're told to wait just a little while longer. They're given their white robes. And then now it's just a matter of waiting for the people who are supposed to die, waiting for them to die. Which that would be an interesting conversation. People who are supposed to die. Who would have thunk it? It's not a pleasant thought, you know. I kind of talk about it and I'm not really putting a lot of emotion into it, kind of joking a little bit just because I don't know how else to present it. When you're talking about World War III and potential nuclear annihilation. It makes sense though, right? With Trump is so adamant that Iran can't have a nuclear weapon, all it's going to take is for somebody to give them a nuclear weapon, and they'll use it, and then that'll kick things off. If you've listened to anybody who's aware of the nuclear infrastructure around the world, is it's based on mutual destruction. All it really will take is for one country to actually go through with sending a nuclear weapon, and then all the other countries start to respond. Mutual destruction. To me, that sounds like that would be more like the Great Tribulation, because that would put a massive disruption on the planet. And even if you're not affected directly by a nuclear weapon, because relatively speaking, nuclear blasts, the technology we have for nuclear is very refined now. It's not the same nuclear technology as it was, 80 years ago. We have targeted weapons. We have weapons that can, not irradiate an area. They can eliminate all biological life and leave it still safe for habitation. So even if you're not affected, if you're not directly in an area that's attacked by nuclear, all it would take is to disrupt our just-in-time system that feeds the world. So shipping lanes, interstate travel, trucking, fuel, any of these things, electricity. All it would take is disruptions of those. You remember what happened during COVID when the system flooded the toilet paper industry. They were not prepared to handle that kind of production with everybody being at home. And it broke the system. Can you imagine what it would do if there was simultaneous nuclear attacks, even if it didn't kill large numbers of people, but if it disrupted the way of people getting access to food, and if people were forced to learn how to grow their own food, that would be devastating. So that's more of what I'm looking for the Great Tribulation, and why a lot of us who watch end time events are preppers to one degree or another, or recommend that people have 3 to 6 months worth of provisions on hand. 3 months will get you through a winter so that you can get to a growing season. 6 months will make sure you live. You got to make sure you got a way to get clean water too, though. So, but like I said, I would be more than happy if the Lord just came right now. I would not complain at all.
Rig. And I have a Sony ZV-1, just Skycam. I mean, it's not really getting much. It's just that. And yeah, but we do got like a cool view here, and then we also have a cool view with this one here. Both are pretty cool. I like getting better. I'm finally getting the hang of how to do this. Just saying,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like we do endure to the end of the Great Tribulation. And I used to not believe that, but it's Matthew 24 convinced me of that. When you look at Matthew 24, so you got the abomination of desolation right here. That's the abomination of desolation. Then there's great tribulation, such as not been since the beginning of the world until this time, no, nor ever shall be, unless those days were shortened, no flesh would be saved. See, that's what makes me feel like this is nuclear. And there's Old Testament prophecies about the end times that seem to be talking about nuclear destruction. So you got Zechariah 5 with the container with the lead lid with wickedness inside of it. And then you've also got that record, I think it's in Isaiah, where there's an attack outside of Jerusalem to where the wastes from that attack can be used to power or light the cities. And it takes specialists to clean it up. So there's language in the Old Testament prophecies that seem like they're related to nuclear technology. And I think that would track with the Great Tribulation. But for the elect's sake, those days will be shortened, that if anyone says to you, look, here's the Christ, or there, do not believe it. For false Christs and false prophets will rise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. See, I've told you beforehand. Therefore, if they say to you, look, he's in the desert, do not go out. Or look, he is in the inner rooms, do not believe it. For as the lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. For wherever the carcass is, there the eagles will be gathered together. So, and then here is why I think that like we do probably endure the tribulation, as much as I hate to admit it, because I'm very much a pre-trib guy, because nobody wants to suffer tribulation. Nobody does. Everybody wants to be happy, healthy, and without pain, without tribulation. But it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, the stars will fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven, and then all the tribes of the earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And then that's when he will send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they will gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. And that parallels here with the sixth seal. Sun became as black as sackcloth, the moon became like blood, stars fall from heaven, the sky receded as a scroll when it is rolled up, and every mountain and island is moved out of its place. See, this is why I think that there's going to be a magnetic pole shift. We've even got this little simulator. So like seal number 6, this is going to happen. The North Pole is going to go down to right there. Although that's not the... Where is it? It's probably going to be... my guess is it would, when it rotates, that it'll put the ocean down there. Right, like that. So you get one big land mass that goes across the equator. And then that would be the islands, the mountains and the islands moving out of their place. Yeah. So unfortunately, I do think we endure through the Great Tribulation, which is one of the reasons why I don't think this blood moon has anything to do with the rapture. I think this blood moon has to do with the coming tribulation.
I think that looks pretty cool. You never see the moon like that, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. The lead lid does sound like a bunker, and there is bunker language in the end times. Yeah, that's seal number 6 is the bunker language. And the kings of the earth, the great men, the rich men, the commanders, the mighty men, every slave and every free man, hid themselves in the caves and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. That does kind of track with Zechariah, doesn't it? Let's go look at Zechariah. So Zechariah. Everybody says Zechariah. Zechariah 5. Yeah, the angel who talked to me came out and said to me, lift your eyes and see what this is. Semblance of the earth. Here is a lead disc lifted up, and there is a woman sitting inside the basket. Then he said, this is wickedness, and he thrust her down into the basket and threw the lead cover over its mouth. Get in there! Then I raised my eyes and looked, and there were 2 women coming with the winds in their wings, for they had wings like the wings of a stork, and they lifted up the basket between the earth and heaven. So I said to the angel who talked with me, where are they carrying the basket? And he said to me, to build a house for it in the land of Shinar. When it is ready, the basket will be set there on its base. And then you get the four chariots. I don't know. That does sound like bunker talk, doesn't it? I'm down. Yeah, the tares are gathered together first. I think that's what the go-kart Bob. I think that's what the curse going through the earth is. So if you go back here to Zechariah, if you go to 4, no, it's actually 5. It's the beginning of 5. Then I turned and raised my eyes and saw there a flying scroll, and he said to me, what do you see? So I answered, I see a flying scroll. Its length is 20 cubits. Its width is 10 cubits. That's temple measurements. Then he said to me, this is the curse that goes out over the face of the whole earth. every thief shall be expelled according to this side of the scroll, and every perjurer shall be expelled according to that side of it. I think that's the tares being gathered up to be burned. And it says, I will send out the curse, says the Lord of hosts. It shall enter the house of the thief and the house of the one who swears falsely by my name. It shall remain in the midst of his house and consume it with its timbers and stones. See, and I think this is what the scroll with 7 seals is each one of those seals is a new period of time and portion of this curse, and this is the goal of that curse. So and I think that explains like COVID, the pandemic, of which people are still passing away from the results of that. And then you had the Biden administration who started the taking the peace from the earth, and he used the cure for COVID, quote unquote. Actually, I can't say that. It's not a cure. I'm sorry. I misspoke there. YouTube, sorry. Please don't pull my channel. The treatment for COVID was used globally, and some people did not respond well. And we're continuing to see people not respond well to that treatment. And then what was that after that? So then you had the yoking together of the United States and the United Kingdom. I think that is probably the second beast. We just haven't fully seen that come into power yet. But then you had the Alexa flood. So like these are all parts of that curse that are going throughout the whole earth into the homes of the thieves and perjurers. There's nothing like tribulation to eliminate excuses, I'll tell you what.
Oh, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Let me find Nick's. And Louisiana Skywatch. New subscriber, thanks for your fantastic footage. Oh, thank you. And Nick, just...
All right, he's getting rich. Listen, come over here and listen to somebody else. He's got some nice music going.
I can't stop yawning.
All right, you're not very interesting. What do we got over here with Ray? Ray finally got a picture of the moon.
This is, guys, something I wanted to tell you. This is with that earthquake there that I saw. I mean, I never saw somebody getting buried alive. Not one person, many people, same time. They may have like 1,000 foot of dirt and water and all on top of them, and probably they must have gone right away. Looking at that, like how fragile our life is, right? Looking at that, I wanted to tell you guys, if we don't do something with what we have, and if we just mess it up, I don't know, like it's not worth it. This is something what we have right now, and we should consider it as extremely valuable.
Yeah.
Extremely valuable.
Turn your heart to God right now.
Every person, whoever.
Time is running out. You might find yourself in a mudslide.
Have no time.
Or a volcano.
The way we are living now will tell you that. Like, don't mess it up. Right? So, for me, it is an eye-opening. When I saw that, I was like, we should pay attention. Oh, this is what is happening. Okay, whenever I move the cursor to the left, it is just turning into that color. Okay. Yeah, I wish I had brought in the stuff that I need, but I believe this is what I was supposed to
Oh, we don't want
do.
to pause
So
you. See what he's got going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's something. Yeah, it's having a hard time tracking it, but
The easiest way to get through the
it's doing
Bible is
okay.
audiobooks. I used to read the Bible a lot,
Just moving
and
around a lot.
probably read it every 2 months. I'd probably get through it. But in my old age, my lazy ass likes listening to audiobooks so much better. I listen to Book of Enoch probably once a month, and the other books. There's still a couple of them I haven't gotten through yet, but that's the easiest way to get through it. I think there's like audiobooks where you can get through the whole Bible in like 8 hours or something like that. It doesn't take as long as you think it would. I don't know if we are. I don't know if we're all going to die. It does seem like there's going to be quite a few who do.
Yeah, we'll keep that one on like this one on
I
the
don't-
red mode, and the other one on the moon mode.
I don't know about you. I'm not afraid
So
of death.
the moon mode one.
With what we've seen with the end
Moon
times,
mode.
I have more confidence in what the Bible says to be true now than I've had at any point in my life, and I've pretty much believed that there's something coming, something for us after we pass away my entire life. But today I have far more confidence and probably more evidence that I could use to actually support that theory. We'll find out. I'm going to reach out to Dr. Todd Phillips and see if I can't persuade him with the evidence that we've collected. That's the real test of your evidence, is if you can use it to persuade skeptics. I truly believe if people really want to know answers, they will do the work. If they don't want to know answers, they'll just shrug you off. So, I've made the claim that September 23rd, 2017 is unique. I mean, I'm not the only one who's made that claim, but I continue to push it. You know what I mean? So I put that's my stake in the ground, is that September 23rd, 2017 is the anchor point that proves the book of Revelation is written to you and me. So the things that are written in that book are meant for you and me to understand. That's why I look for the relevance in this day and age. And that's what led us to understanding the opening of the first 4 seals. And it seems like the whole world is on board too, because look at how many people are looking for the rapture. Look at how many people are spiritually can see the Messiah is coming very soon. So the whole world's on board. They just don't necessarily agree on everything that everybody else is saying. Anyway, I'd love to get Dr. Todd Phillips on the show to see if I can't walk him through our evidence to help him realize that there is a God, because he always prefaces, if there is a God. There's just, the church has lied to him. There's so many things that he doesn't understand that are just written in the Bible. And everybody says it's super clear. Everybody says, whatever it is they believe or they teach is clear. But the real test of whether something is clear is if you can convince somebody else. If what you think is clear enough for somebody else to go, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. That's the real test, if you're being honest with yourself. If you show it to everybody and nobody else sees it, you might be a little blind. You might be a little biased. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we've seen the pinnacle. I did not intend to watch the entire thing all the way from start to end, because I don't want to be up that late. It's getting close to my bedtime. Got to be up early in the morning. I don't know if you guys know, I work 16 hours a day. So this is my downtime usually. So we should probably start winding down. Yeah. Yes, indeedy. All right, you guys have any questions before we go? I kind of feel like we've played the song a little too much. Maybe we'll end with "Our God is a Mighty God" because I didn't get to play that one today. We'll end with that, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We go live Monday through Friday at 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. The purpose of the channel is we cover the news and we cover the posts of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. And the reason we cover the posts of them is because they have the attributes of the two witnesses. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with me, that's fine. It's a provision, it's a cautionary work that we do here, just in case I'm right that Donald Trump and Elon Musk might be the two witnesses. Now, I'll be the first one to admit I'm wrong if you find two guys breathing fire from their mouth. But there's only a handful of attributes that we have to identify the two witnesses, and Donald Trump and Elon Musk are knocking it out of the park with some of those attributes. The most obvious one is people are trying to kill them, and they can't kill them. That's the most obvious one, and it goes for both Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Also, the other most obvious one is the two witnesses prophesy for 1,260 days. In other words, they talk every single day for 3.5 years straight. And part of what this channel does is we track their posts. They may not be very good. They may not be very entertaining. And it is a labor of love. It is a service to Hashem to show people who are willing to see the evidence that these two men, they post every single day. And you may not consider it prophecy, but the more you get to know them, the more you see them talking about the future. And that's not what prophecy is all about. Prophecy is not necessarily all about the future. It can also be speaking the truth. They do a lot of that. They do it every single day. They're always pointing something out, whether it's like the decline of the birth rates, the coming disasters. If we don't change, this is what's going to happen. It's not the type of stuff that you and I thought it was going to be. We thought it was going to be Elijah and Moses in the town square in Jerusalem teaching the Bible. That's, I think, what people imagine when they think of the two witnesses, because you think these are the two men who are witnessing and finally telling us the answers that we've all longed for since we've wanted to know God, right? Well, it's not necessarily turning out to be that way. Anyway, just to be thorough, we cover that. Granted, we've shortened it a lot. We used to spend a lot of time going through every single post. Now it's usually just 15 to 20 minutes to a half an hour at the end of the show. So we cover the news to get the historical record of the news in conjunction with what they're posting. And then we've been doing a teaching pretty much every day. We just finished a series called The Beginning of Knowledge, which is answering 109 questions from Dr. Todd Phillips. And probably tomorrow, I think tomorrow we're going to go through, I've been working on a list of what the 5 churches have to do before Jesus returns, because I really want to start focusing on that, because he quite literally tells the churches in the book of Revelation 2 and 3, do this before I come back. So that's a long-winded way of saying welcome to the channel. If you want to hear more of this stuff, stick around. And you get the benefit of I've been on a roll of generating new songs every day, and some of them have been real bangers. And this one is probably our favorite. We play it almost every day at the end of the show, just because it's such a great way to end, a good conversation about the end times, because ultimately it's all about the return of our Lord and Savior. It's all about the redemption. Like, yeah, we may be going into the tribulation. Bad things happen. We're living in a world that's under a curse. The curse is going throughout the whole earth. But you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid and scared. This is the time to be shouting to the sky, screaming with your voice to the heavens. And that's what this song's all about. Our God is a mighty God. I'm going to leave you with that. God bless you guys. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Shalom, shalom.
Our God is a mighty God. He stands eternal and strong, with power, justice, and truth. Our God is a mighty God. Our God is a mighty light that crushes the dark. Our God is a mighty God. Heavens tear open, worlds tremble at his battle march. Every darkness, every tyrant, every curse will fall when the Messiah rises and announces the final call. He splits the seas with a roar like a lion, commands the legions in celestial advance. The lightning his hammer, the thunder he wields. He vanquishes evil and makes the broken healed. Our God is a mighty God.